like to keep wages down. But one gal that I have on every so often, once or twice a year, her area is 1 out of 4. 1 out of 4 are hungry. We're 1 out of 5. The national average is 1 out of 6, and then a larger city is 1 out of 7. Like a Chicago or New York. But the need is too great. It is just too great, and there's no reason why anyone in your nation and our nation could go hungry or should go hungry.
I agree.
Because if we all pitched in and grow, something, whether it's at our homes, whether it's at a community garden, urban farm, small farm, there's no reason why anyone should go hungry, in my opinion.
Well, let me
so what
tell
other
you,
kind of trends are you? Huh?
This is actually a perfect segue. This is a perfect segue. So one of the most encouraging things I'm seeing is horticulture, permaculture, agriculture programs going into schools. And so we receive so many requests for greenhouses for schools for children to learn how to grow fruits and vegetables. I don't know if you're familiar with that program called the Edible Schoolyard, but we've done a few projects with them, and to see these inner city kids learning that food comes from the ground, not from a grocery store.
The Edible Schoolyard, I'll have to look that up.
Oh, honestly, it's just wonderful. We have a project in Brooklyn, in PS 216, and they one of the things that was communicated to us at the beginning was that these children, due to food quality and obesity rates, their lifespan was, in the first time in history, less than their parents. And that struck me so much. And so to see these kids in the dirt, having fun, learning how to cook, it's just incredible. It's really, really encouraging.
Oh, that's a great program. That sounds great. It's called the Edible Schoolyard. That is great because I know when I first started my shows back in 2014, someone said we have to teach the children that food does not come from the back of a large grocery store chain, in the back room. And I was like, what? Because I was around farms, as I was growing up, I was like, what? But evidently there's a whole group of kids or whatever, they all think it just comes from the back of the grocery store, and all of a sudden it appears there on the ground. I'm like, well, how do you grow it? I mean, but everybody's got different, education or ideas. So on your sizes, I see so many different sizes that you have in the catalog, and you've got a beautiful catalog.
We do everything.
Yeah, you do. You do attach, detach, and some of them are rooms, or some of them are eating areas that people have made these into. Of course, I like that because I'm from that part, but I have to think about what our crowd's about. And so basically they want to find a way to grow their items in a good amount of space so they can get the greatest value. And then I'm encouraging always for the last few years that if someone wants to make money from it, you can, because the USDA, which is the United States Department of Agriculture, they are pushing coming up with their farm bill that they try to teach people to grow at home, okay? And we're also trying to expand the exports for the farmers to try to keep them in business. And then we have to, which is what I'm pushing, to make sure that we're feeding our people, because there should not be anybody going hungry. There just should not be. So they're helping them in prisons. They're helping them with the homeless, that kind of thing, to be able to grow food. But, isn't that cool? So the schools, we'd love to see more in there.
Years. Long-term care facilities, too, is a huge market.
Yes. Now, the schools, they need to, from what we hear, they need to hire somebody that's paid, because the teachers are so fraught with so many problems, issues, and trying to keep people from in line, that kind of thing. Whatever. I would suggest that they should hire somebody to look over that, or we suggested PTA persons to volunteer and look over things, but they're not paid, so they're not going to be that committed or responsible. You know what I'm saying? You need someone that's going to be responsible. But there needs to be a trend. We see colleges now that are doing food pantries and also more community gardens. We want to see more, because the poverty rate at the colleges are even less than the 1 out of 6 that are poverty. That are not. They're hungry. They're going hungry. So I'm for anything that can grow. If we can grow another tomato plant, if we can grow some more lettuce, I'm for it, gal. So, what do you see any kind of other trends that people could be aware of, or what they need to be aware that could be happening? I like the edible edible schoolyard. I love the commercial greenhouses that you have. Are you seeing any kind of research or any kind of groups that are trying to do hybrids or any kind of special studies that are using these commercial greenhouses or anything?
So there's a few different things. I mean, from the commercial end for us, it could be, working with a City Works yard, right, to create a greenhouse for all of their bedding plants, so that they're keeping costs down, they're saving seeds, they're doing their own bedding plants, and it keeps taxes down at the end of the day. It could be to actually a really cool project we just did in San Diego. It's called the Idea Box, and it's this multi-use work-live space, and the greenhouse is in the center courtyard. It can be used as an office space, a boardroom, a party room. You can project.
Wow.
It's special glass. It was special glass that we created so you can project images on it. And they're lofts, they're condos, and it's just incredible.
Are you kidding me?
It's incredible.
So it's kind of like a living space. Is that what it's kind of like, or is it experimental, or what?
Live workspace.
Live workspace.
Yeah, really.
That is awesome.
Another one we did in California as well, actually, is a community garden for a new subdivision, and so. That becomes a selling feature for these real estate developers. So they're building these large community gardens where people can go in and have like their little raised bed inside the greenhouse. It builds community. Obviously you're growing your own plants, whatever that might be, if it's flowers or food. And wow, it's just incredible to see. Incredible.
Yes, I've noticed that because sometimes they have some land that they can't carve out and make into a house because it's just too small or it's in a weird area, and some of the developers are starting that here in the United States. I think that's awesome. Do you remember the city or town that was in by any chance?
You know what? That was a 5-point community. I will tell you in one moment.
Okay, yeah, because I can put that in my May issue for Community Garden Magazine. Great, I have a plug. Okay, yay. Folks, as you know, you can go to www.magzter.com. That's MAGZTER.com. And you can go ahead in the health section, look for Community Garden Magazine. And the April issue is already up, and we appreciate it. We're going to put them in our next issue to give them a shout-out about what they all do, and we're just so excited because, again, they're a quality-built product, and that's why I chose them, because I know there's some other companies out there. We've looked at them. We've gone through some of the chain stores and looked at them, too, what they carry. And I carry, like Lowe's and Walmart in my magazine, and we've carried some of those companies in there in the magazine over the years. But the thing is that I'm looking for something that's going to last for a long time for you all, because bottom line, it's got to. This is going to be part of our life. It's going to be part of getting back to basics, and it's something we all need to be looking at, because if you have a power outage or if you have a whole grid going down or if there's some other issue of natural disaster, like they're finding out in Guam and Puerto Rico, you got to have a way to be able to eat. And this is a surefire way of being able to accomplish that. It sure is. So did you find that town or city by any chance?
Yeah, the project's called Pavilion Park, and it's in Irvine, California.
Irvine, yeah, sure enough. Okay, I will look that up. I sure will, because I've seen at least two others somewhere else, and I can't remember. And I've mentioned it, I think, on the radio program about 5 months ago or something of that sort, I want to say. But it's been a while. Time flies, as you know, it could have been a year ago. But I think it was just about 5 months ago. But, yeah, and folks, tell them how to get one of your catalogs, because people, I'm telling you, the information that you find in this is just awesome. The pictures are sterling, and it gives you a great idea of what to do with those units. So go ahead and give the folks your information.
So excited to say that we just did a complete revamp and relaunched a new greenhouse catalog, and so it literally just came out last week. So it's really exciting. It's been doing really, really well, so that's great too.
Good.
And you can request that on our website, which is bcgreenhouses.com. We also have a very active Facebook page, and we get lots of questions on there. There's some great photos, and it's highly responsive, so that's kind of fun too.
Oh, good. Yeah, folks, this is top quality. I'm very excited that they were able to do an interview with us. It's my honor and pleasure. And this was Angela Drake, who's the marketing director of them there at BC Greenhouse. They are a company that designs these and can help you design in your area and work with your contractor if it's something of that size. And it sure has been my honor and pleasure to have you on this program. And we do send it out to the different publications in the United States and also abroad, so they'll be able to see it too. And we will put it in the next month's issue of Community Garden Magazine so that you all can see a little bit more visually, what's going on if you don't go to their Facebook page or if you don't go to their website. But I'm telling you, it's a treat. It just made me drop everything, and it is a treat.
So
I appreciate, Angela, that you were aboard, and I guess the weather that you all had yesterday, we're getting today.
Well, good luck with that, and I certainly hope nice weather's around the corner for you.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, it's funny because our pear trees are coming out, and everything's a bloom, and the other things are trying to bloom, and crocuses, and the daffodils and whatever. And you're like, and we're gonna have what now? Oh, Lordy jeez. Okay, gal. Well, thank you. My honor, pleasure. And folks, you have been listening to Community Garden. Thank you again. You've been listening to Community Garden Revolution, and my name is Mary Huckel, your show host. Have a great Community Garden Day. Thank you, gal. Appreciate it.